Hello, everybody. This is Ray B, and welcome to Wikia Defend and Survive, or at least that's the best way I can pronounce the title of this game. I'm not sure how to pronounce Wikia, if it's pronounced like Wikia or, whatever. Anyway, so this is once again the first video back after a long time, and I've kind of given in to the fact that I really can't upload even close to consistently, as you can tell from how often I upload. It's apparently going to be every few months until I get my act together and start figuring out how things work. Now, full disclosure, I've played plenty of the game that I'm showing you before this. In fact, I've probably already sunk like a few hours into this game, but I wanted to I don't know. I felt like it was one of the first games I really looked at like critically and I didn't just play it and go, no, that doesn't work, and then move on. I actually was like, this doesn't fully work, and then took the time to think through like why I believe it doesn't work very well. So I don't know. It felt like somewhat of like of a milestone in my thinking about games, which probably sounds pretentious, but I don't really care. So also to get it out of the way, yes, the audio was recorded in this separately of the game. So the gameplay you're seeing isn't actually recorded at the time of my recording this audio of it. And in fact, as of recording the audio that you're listening to, I have not seen the footage of the game that I'm going to be playing because I haven't recorded it yet. Just to make that perfectly clear in case they look quite disjointed, as they probably should. But so Defend and Survive, or Wikia Defend and Survive, Wikia, I don't know. However you would like to pronounce or say the title of this game, is, I believe at its core, a resource management game, if I understand that correctly. I was kind of trying to figure out whether it was a clicker or a resource manager, and I'm like 99% sure it's a resource management game. So at the top in the left corner, there's the three different categories. There's the I don't remember what the woodcutter, and then the gatherer, and then the fisherman from left to right. Now, it's a pretty basic game. There's not really a lot to it. There's those three characters that you can buy for 10, 30, and 40 of the in-game currency pearls, as, indicated on the screen like good games do, or usually games in general do. And then in the bottom left corner, you got all your upgrades. Your upgrades to the little house huts thing that you have. Your upgrades to your little knight that fights for you. Your upgrades to both your fisherman and your woodcutter, respectively. All that's all well and good. It for the first 10, 15 minutes, if even that, honestly, through the first couple of waves, as is indicated by the little wave timer, it's actually a pretty good game, and is just generally interesting. Essentially, the game just has a lot of potential that just kind of gets missed. Because for some reason, you have this weird mechanic with the woodcutter where he can cut from one of 5 different trees, but you can only hire one woodcutter at a time, and you can stack them on any given tree. So why you would need more than the closest tree to your little hut that he comes out of is beyond me. I have no idea. Additionally, it doesn't make any sense because the gatherer will only collect one pile of things at a time. The gatherer will not do an entire sweep of the playing space, as it were, and collect everything. No. The gatherer will come and collect one pile of stuff, and even if they catch it on their way back, they won't collect anything. So it seems odd to me that you have 5 different trees. For a woodcutter, you can only have one of, when you can only have the gatherer collect one pile of things. That seems odd to me. I don't know why that's a thing. Maybe I'm just not getting something, but it seems extraneous, extra, as the kids are saying these days, or so I'm told. I mean, and then you got Fisherman. Fisherman just kind of does his thing. he takes forever to walk to and from his fishing spot, and there's not really a way to make him faster. His upgrade really only makes him fish faster, which is nice and does decrease the amount of time it takes him, but also you have to wait until he gets all the way back into the hut to send him back out. So if it's meant to waste your time, it's doing very good at that. Yeah, that's the fisherman. He just kind of does his business. You send him out. He costs 50 pearls for some reason. I don't know why he costs so much, but he does. Maybe because he takes longer, so you have more time to collect the amount of money that it takes to send him out. I don't know. And then you got your little warrior in the bottom right. I've never played the game to the point where they actually lose. I've never seen a wave actually even bring the warrior down past half health. So I don't know if maybe just the resource collecting is a little more efficient than it needs to be, and I'm getting upgrades faster to the warrior than I should be. But it even feels kind of slow, even though the warrior is powerful enough to deal with the waves. It feels like the collection of the food is a little slow. So when the waves finally come, the warrior will essentially just mow through all of them without any sort of problems. You can build a barrier in front of them, because there's different skins for the warrior that make them different things. That's why you collect the little tokens that come up on your playing space, so that you can get new skins for your warrior. But essentially the warrior will just mow down anything without a problem. Like, I've gone all the way through wave 7 without an issue, which is farther than I honestly intended or fully wanted to play in this game, because it gets boring fast, as you can tell. Because even at, 7 minutes in? At 7 minutes in, I guarantee you have seen everything that this game has to offer. Because I have played it to a point where it will no longer let me upgrade things. I don't know if it's bugged or if it's... not in recording currently, by the way. The point to where it stops letting me upgrade things happened, I don't know, maybe a half hour in. Basically a good chunk of time into playing the game, but not, an insane amount of time given these resource management, like, clicker sort of games. Because there are certainly many more that ask you for much more of your time than that. But at that point, it decided that I had gained all of the upgrades, even though it had, preview images for higher upgrades. I don't know if I don't know if the game is either bugged or just simply doesn't have those upgrades implemented yet. But yeah, that is the state of affairs, as they say. So all around, Wikia Defend and Survive it's a fantastic little adorable game for all of maybe 10 minutes. Past that point, it's slow. For some reason, the game speeds up dramatically as you play, but it also doesn't feel like progress is being made. If that makes any sort of sense. The game is generally slow and feels unrewarding and monotonous on a level that's a little bit deeper than even most clicker games I've played. Because honestly, I play a lot of these resource management and clicker games. I get sucked into them very easily, which is how I ended up logging so much time into this one already. Was that I just get sucked into it. But even most of those games I play, you get some sort of feeling of achievement from moving forward. Even if it took you forever and it honestly took longer than it should have, it still feels like you accomplished something when you're done. Instead, this one, after you get any sort of thing or you finish the line of upgrades as it exists, it just feels unrewarding and like a waste of time. Honestly, as much as I'm sort of railing on this game, I actually like it for what it is. It's charming, it's cute, it's got nice little ideas. I mean, it's a resource management game. I don't know what I expected from it, but it's missing something. It feels like, I don't know. It gives me the vibe that it's not finished, that it's a beta, or just generally not, a finished product. Which I didn't look a lot into it. I don't remember reading that it was like a beta or a what is? Why can I not think of it? An early release. There we go. I don't remember reading that it was beta or an early release, but it might be, and I almost hope it is, just so that I know that this isn't done. This does not have somebody's stamp of like, yes, this is a finished product. Here you are. Here is game. Because I love this game, I want it to be more and I want it to be better. Because I love how adorable the pixel style graphics are, and because I love the idea of this, like, not, I don't know if medieval, but just like olden times sort of thing. I love this idea, so I want it to be more than it is, but sadly it isn't. So I don't know. I'll leave the link to the game in the description if you want to go and play it for yourselves. And this has been Ray B, and I'll meet you in the next game. See you later.